Hey everyone, welcome to Just In Case. This deck is for everyone who's like me couldn't get their hands on the legendary Tragic Beast cards. And that is mainly because of Tiana celebrating Princess, because she provides the payoff for not having cards in our hands. So when she's on the field exerted and you have no cards, the opponent can't play actions. And yeah, that means they can't be prepare you, they can't Dragonfire you, they cannot play Whole New World, Tooth and Ambitions, or any of the steel damage cards. Since we don't expect to have a lot of cards in our hand, we also don't really expect to ink much further than when we play Tiana, so we have mostly 1 to 3 cost characters and some 5 or 6, which can also shift to one of the smaller characters, namely, of course, Stitch and the Queen. We have Cinderella, who is great to sing all the songs that we have in this deck, that are namely World's Greatest Criminal Mind, Let the Storm Rage On, and Strength of the Raging Fire. So we would aim to play her turn 1, and then we can play any of these songs by singing it with her. We have Lilo, who's providing the main aggro element early on. We have the Queen, who is great when you want to play turn 2 Queen, which is great when you want to make your characters stronger, because we do lack some of those bulkier characters, having mostly 1, 2, or 3 strength units. Simba starts off our bodyguard unit because we want to protect these characters, of course, especially Lilo and Tiana. I added the Huntsman because he has 2 lore, also inkable. When he casts, you're able to draw a card and then discard a card, which makes finding cards much easier if you didn't have Tiana yet, or you don't have anything to ink. You can just find the cards you need. We have, of course, Rapunzel, again for some card draw, usually though because we don't have a lot of high willpower characters, you don't get the most use out of her. And Donald to deal with the evasive cards. I'm looking at Minnie Mouse, of course has 3 willpower, but if you play your cards right, you may be able to make Donald stronger by combining him with the Commanding Presence Queen's ability. And I think that is kind of it. What I want is no cards in my hand on turn 5, and by that time I want to have Tiana down, exerted, and safe from all the ugly actions that the opponent would like to throw at me. So let's see how it plays. Ruby Amethyst. That is what we'd like to see. We need Tiana in our hand, or the Queen combination, something. No. This is not exactly what we want to see. I will keep them. Maybe I draw into the other Queen, that's also pretty strong in the beginning. Okay, I drew into the Tiana, which means I have nothing early on, really. I don't have Cinderella. Well, I guess we can go wild with this one. Let's try Stitch then. Pass. They're playing the second turn Cusco. I don't think we need 2 of these guys, so I'm gonna get rid of 1 to keep the inking going and play the Queen. Go quest. Okay, they're playing Teeth Ambition. On the Queen, please. Good. So far we're not doing very well with the aggro part of this deck. We should be having more lore by now. Or at least they shouldn't be having more. Okay, let's ink this Stitch. And maybe... So if they bounce anyone and get the fox down, the prince dies. So I'm not sure if I want to put him down as bodyguard. But then if they attack him, I can play Rapunzel of 2 value. So I guess this is a gamble. And since this is already down, I'm just gonna go with Stitch as well. Okay. They can still take him out with Teeth and Ambitions. Or playing down a fox. But then why didn't they just quest with the fox? We're not doing too well, people. Okay, so this is another 3/3 bodyguard, which does almost nothing for us. Maybe it's time to play Tiana. That resist 2 on her is very, very significant. Oh wait, we could play Stitch. We could shift the Stitch 4/4. It would be just in time for them to play Maui to take him out. Maybe next turn. Let's play Tiana and pass. Yeah, so with this deck, you have to have at least 12 lore at this point, otherwise, or 10. Otherwise, you're not gonna stand a chance against the big guys, Lady Tremaines and Monstrous Dragons of the Ruby. You're just lost. Think back. Ursula coming down and setting you back, or Elsa. Okay, I guess Stitch won't be coming down. Yeah. If we wanna avoid a be prepared, we should start getting rid of orc cards, and I'm sorry, but for that, I'm sorry. You really don't deserve this, but this way, so we don't play Rapunzel for value, but at least for this way, we get her exerted with us not having cards. Yeah, I can see that we don't have a lot of value on the field, but that's the best we got. Okay. Let's not forget Tiana has +2. Resist 2. Another Tiana. Very well. Play her. We're just gonna questing. We have to run for it. So Cinderella is not safe, and basically really no one is. They can just play Maui and my whole strategy would die then. But at least they don't play Be Prepared that turn just yet. I think they forgot about the resist +2 on Tiana. Okay. They have quite a few lore on board as well. So that's 6. Cool. So we have a bodyguard that's basically less strong than Tiana. We need him on the field though, because, you know, we can't have cards if we wanna stop them from be preparing. Okay, so let's see, what can they take out? So they obviously can take out Hercules, of course. And they can take out one of the Tianas with, I was thinking with Maui, or maybe they, or at this point if they play a fox, that's 4. That can take out that Tiana now. But if they just play a Maui, that can take out one of the Tianas. Okay, so this got much closer than I anticipated. They can also play Lady Tremaine. Oh no. But they do have to kill someone on the field for me not to have a lethal on the board next turn. Are they playing a fox? That doesn't have rush. Okay, I think that's it. I'm sorry, Amber Steel. I really given up hope on you guys when we weren't at a significant lore advantage in the mid game. But wow, it did bring itself back in the end. Interesting game that demonstrated exactly what Tiana can do. Let's see another matchup. We're playing against Sapphire Amber. I'm not sure what that deck is. Is that a blue Mufasa? I haven't seen that. Is that aggro? I'm not sure. Okay, we're keeping Cinderella. This is always nice when you get that, and good for ink. And of course, we want Tiana for turn 4 right on time. Let's try this then. Okay, perfect. I'm quite happy with this. I'm thinking because we don't have one of the songs where inking Cinderella and playing the Queen. Okay, their base is also Posticles and Hirisham probably. So we're playing Cinderella and shifting the Queen. Right. Okay, let's think. What do they have? So the Queen is not 4. They don't have Seals removal. Amber doesn't have Rush. Nor Sapphire, so we're going questing and pass. They're inking a Clocksworth, so they're probably playing the 5 cost one with the ward and resist. Okay, they have Simba, that's fine because we are gonna play the Prince, who is, I think, the best bodyguard out there right now to guard our Queen. And of course, okay, we activate the Queen's ability for this turn, so that will be gone in their turn. Okay, that doesn't... The words Greatest Criminal Mind didn't have a target because you have to have one of the characters with higher than 5 strength, which we don't. And they just in timed Cockspurs. Nice. Okay, I think what's the play? Let's go wide, I would say. So I'm gonna ink the Queen and play the Huntsman and Cinderella, and next turn, or play Tiana. So I don't think they have a lot of actions. Maybe let it go for next turn. So okay, fine. Let's play Tiana, and then next turn we could have her exerted, and we could have no cards in our hand as well. And pass. So when you play Tiana, as I mentioned, she has resist 2, so effectively has 6 willpower. And what you give is what you get, is that while she's exerted and you have no cards in hand, opponent can play action. And that's very interesting. So they're playing Alice. So Alice has +4, a total of 5 lore when they have 10 strength. So okay. Oh, okay, I see. Interesting. So Alice is able to give everyone support, and Cogsworth gave the +2 to Simba, so they had the +4 to kill the prince, and now we have to think. I will take... So I think they will shift the Queen onto here, and that could give Alice +5, which is too much for me to go against. So I want to take out Simba right now, because Tiana can take her out if I give this 4 to her, so we're gonna do that. And then we have one less bodyguard to worry about when we want to take out Alice. So we're doing that. And here, I think I'm gonna... Maybe they have let it go. Since this is our play, I'm gonna ink the Huntsman and play Cinderella and Tiana down to the field. Fast. So what we expect is that they shift the queen onto the small queen, and that can quest for 4, yeah. And when it quests, support allows her to give the 4 plus her own effect or ability gives +4, I think, to Alice. The Duke... Okay, so let's start this over. The Duke gives 1 +1 to the Queen. The Queen quest, because she has support because of Alice, she can give Alice +5, and because of her ability, she can give an extra 4, that making Alice total of 10 strength. And that will mean that she's able to quest for 5. And I have never seen this deck play out so easily like this before. It's very impressive, I think. So did they not? I'm confused. I thought. I'm not sure what happened. I really thought Alice would have +4. I'm not sure what happened. So since they have wands, I might as well go questing with them. They have 5. They don't have lethal on the field. What should I do? I will ink Stitch and exert Tiana. I'm a bit shocked by what happened there. Like the support 5 plus the ability 4. I think the Discord was like buzzing all night about this, that the Queen is enough for Alice to be OP. Okay, maybe now they will do it. Let's see. Yeah, support. Okay, so it is viable. Good. I mean, not good. From my side, it's not good, but it's interesting. Yeah, it's very well played. Okay, they have 4. Okay, they are casting, yeah. Makes sense. So, I'm... Show off. They already have, I think, everything on the board. There's nothing I can do. Let's see, yeah. And that's 8 plus 4, 12 on that side. And I think we just concede here. Okay, so wrapping it up, I found that this is quite successful against Ruby Amethyst. Of course, if you don't have Tiana down or they have taken Tiana out and they can prepare you, there is almost nothing you can do at this point because you don't really have cards. And then whenever you do, they either Lady Tremaine it or Monstrous Dragon it or anything. But overall, I have found that you can get to the state where you corner them. In regards to the second game, I was quite surprised at how efficient that Aimburst of Fire deck has been, and all I can say is that we're probably trying that next time. And of course, Alice is a legendary, and who wouldn't want to play her? So see you in that video, and until then, happy lowering everyone!